How y'all doing out there? What's happening? My first video today is I was watching Vlad TV and I wanted to see the Teddy Riley interview because Teddy Riley, one of the most important music producers of the last 40 years. Obviously, New Jack Swing, hybriding the styles of R&B, pop, and hip hop. And, it's a fascinating story, even though, he had a peek in a window which he had some interesting stories and so on and so forth. And he got to work with Michael Jackson after working with Guy, Bobby Brown, Keith Sweat, and then later on with Blackstreet and on a lot of other acts, Rex and Effects, and his brother and stuff and all that. So he's had some and Heavy D and the Boys. He had some incredible collabs, things I dug, uh, you know. But anyway, the politic of him cracked me up because he got to work with Michael Jackson, and he'll say certain things, but then the part he had an interview, and in the interview they were talking about Jay-Z, and he called Jay-Z a genius, and then he said he was the hip-hop Frank Sinatra, and my reaction was these turkeys be cracking me up about this Jay-Z love. Stop. If I was going, and he said as a voice, well, first of all, you don't put genius and Frank Sinatra in the same sentence with Jay-Z. They don't belong. Jay-Z is a smart businessman with a good hustle, and he's had a really good track record with a successful career. I'm not taking that away. I'm not a big fan of that turkey, but I'm not taking it away. But he ain't no Frank Sinatra. There is nobody in hip-hop that's a Frank Sinatra. But if I was going to use one person's voice that went well with so many styles in the genre, it's Snoop Dogg. Because Snoop came out with a voice that no one had heard like that before. And then Snoop traveled real well with No Limit. Then he got with Star Treks with Pharrell and Chad. He hit with different styles. Hook work with R&B, Hook work this, that. Pussycat Dolls, stuff he did with R. Kelly. I mean, come on now. Snoop's track record speaks for itself. His voice travels well. Obviously, him and Dr. Dre, who I thought were poised to be as close to a hip hop version, but not the same dominance, but the hip hop version of Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. I thought that once upon a time early on because I thought, wow, that voice and that sound, all that going together, you're not beating that. I thought that was going to be a dynasty before Dre got ran on death row, some struggles with aftermath, and then later he ended up working with Eminem. But anyway, that's another story, another flavor. But the point is, that was funny. I don't consider anybody in hip hop I would call a genius. And I sure as heck ain't gonna call nobody that sound like no Frank Sinatra of hip hop, because that's to say your voice was so profound and distinctive you could put it with anything. You can't put Jigga style with anything. Snoop's you could. But anyway, it made me laugh with Teddy Riley was politicking that mess. But anyway, please give me your thoughts and your taste. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And I tell you, these industry folks be puppets to say anything. And I mean anything. I'm out.